Are you not really feeling it lately? Have you just lost all motivation? Do you just feel tired and slow when you get to work? Well, if the answer is yes, this video is for you. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jaime and I'm the proud owner of an e-commerce agency transforming online brands into market leaders. Now, in this channel, I talk all about online businesses, social media marketing agency, and stuff along those lines. But this video is going to be completely different, and we're going to be talking about a topic that I'm really passionate about, which is productivity and peak performance. And I'm going to be sharing with you some of the strategies and hacks that I use on a day-to-day basis to still be productive, even when you're just tired and motivated and you're not really feeling it. Because look, I'm sure you have people that you look up to, maybe you watch them on YouTube, etc., and it seems like they're just this person who is productive all the time, they get stuff done, they're just motivated, they're on the ball all the time. And what I can assure you is that that's just not the case. The people that you see crush it in life are not purely just relying on motivation. Sure, they might be motivated, right? Because they're working on their passion. So when you align yourself with your purpose, your energy levels just skyrocket. But it actually comes down to very rigid protocols and systems that they have in place that allows them to be productive even when you're not feeling it. And that's really the key to productivity. If you're just relying on those days where you're just gonna feel on the ball and incredibly motivated to get stuff done, that does not have much longevity, because we all have those days where we just wake up, we're not really feeling it, and we'd rather go back to bed and just call it a day, right? But the people that actually get results in life are those people that can get through those periods and still be productive when they're not feeling motivated. So in this video, what I want to do is I want to share with you two strategies that have helped me tremendously. Honestly, I attribute a lot of my success so far to these two strategies, and these are two strategies that you're going to be able to apply into your own life to see incredible results and to still be productive, to still get stuff done even when you're not feeling it. So very excited for this, and let's get right into it. Now, the first thing is a concept that I call the minimum viable effort. And it's a bit of a weird concept, but basically what it means for me is the minimum amount of effort that is still gonna keep the cogs turning, that is still gonna keep the business running, and most importantly, that is still gonna keep your momentum going, so that we don't drastically come to a halt and then we need to start the machine back up again, right? You guys may have heard the concept minimum viable product. It's overly used in the startup world, but it's also used just in business in general. And similar to my concept, the minimum viable effort, it actually comes from there. What it is it's not the end product, but it's still a product that you can take to market and that your customers can find value from, right? And you're gonna keep iterating that product. And so that's where I got the minimum viable effort concept from. And so to figure out your minimum viable effort, you need to do two things. First thing you want to do is you want to identify the vital activities that need to get done, that must get done to keep the boat sailing and to keep your momentum going. Okay? And the little trick with this is that these activities should never take more than 4 hours a day. And the reason why you don't want to go above 4 hours is because you want to factor the days where you're really not feeling it. It's the kind of day where you don't really want to get out of bed, right? And so if our minimum viable effort took 6 hours, right? That's still a decent work day. And I'm talking focused hours. I'm not just talking sitting at your desk and just being completely distracted and surfing through YouTube, okay? And these will be the activities where if you get them done, your business is still gonna survive, potentially even thrive over the long term, right? When you get your motivation, when you have more energy, and you're gonna keep the cogs turning, and most importantly, you're gonna keep the momentum going. So we don't just come to a still, we don't just come to a halt. So that's really the first thing that you wanna do. And the second thing is, come hell or high water, get them done, right? It seems pretty simple, but what I would say is if you're having those days where you are in a bit of a funk, instead of beating yourself up, just say, okay, I'm gonna put in these 4 hours, right? Where I'm gonna get my minimum viable effort activities done. And once that's done, if I'm really feeling unmotivated, then I'm gonna take the day off, right? I'm gonna read a book or whatever it is, right? And what you'll actually often realize is that, number one, since you're not beating yourself up, your mental health is much better, right? So you're more motivated. But also when you finish those minimum viable effort activities, what happens is now you feel good because you've got those done, right? And you didn't set unrealistic expectations for that day. So it actually created a lot of momentum, and maybe you actually feel more motivated to get stuff done. Stuff that is not included in your minimum viable effort activities. So that's really the second thing you want to keep in mind when going about your minimum viable effort activities. And one of the things that has truly helped me is building accountability, which is really the second section of this video. But before I get into it, if you're enjoying this video, go ahead and drop a big thumbs up. YouTube just loves when that thing turns blue, so I really appreciate it. With that being said, let's get back into it. So accountability, a big word in the entrepreneurship space. I'm sure you've heard it thrown around a lot of times, and maybe you're implementing it yourself. But now I'm going to tell you how I actually implement it in my personal life. For me, accountability has always been massive. Now, I know a lot of people have accountability partners for their business and a bunch of things like that. To be honest, I've never had an accountability partner, simply because on that side of things, at least I can personally keep myself accountable. But I found other accountability methods that have helped me tremendous. Basically, what I do and what has helped me tremendously is always looking for ways to have people depend on me. For example, in my personal life, I work out with one of my best homies at 6:30 a.m. So we meet up at 6:30 and we get our workout done, and that is that for the day. And without that accountability component, I would probably have those days where I just wake up at 6, I'm like, oh, I'm so tired, right? I just want to go back to sleep. But having this person depend on me, right? And me visualizing them waiting for me and me being late or whatever it is, gets me out of bed, gets me going. And then I'm so happy that I hit that workout with this person, because not only do I hit the workout, but it also gets me in a positive state of mind. We have laugh, and it's a great way to start the day. So that's, for example, one way that I build accountability. A second way, and this has been incredibly important for me, is I set up calls with my team, with my agency clients, with my students, right? And these calls, I can't just bail out on these calls. And not only that, but when I jump on a call, I want to bring my best energy to that call. Okay, the way I kind of treat it, obviously I'm nowhere near that level, but the way I treat it before I jump on a call is I treat it like Tony Robbins jumping on a stage. So energetically, I want to make sure that I'm on point. So if I'm not feeling the energy very high, what I'll do is I'll do some push-ups, I'll play some music, I'll put the stand-up desk. Basically, I will get my blood flowing to make sure that I bring my best energy, my best self to that call. And those calls actually keep me accountable, because I'm not just going to cancel all the calls during my day, right? And so what I would recommend, if you have clients, make sure that you obviously set up the calls in advance, okay? So you pencil them down. Also make sure that with your team members in your agency, make sure you have those calls penciled in advance, right? Do not go back and forth asking what days work for each of you. Make sure that you pencil in those times in advance, and that's going to keep you accountable, because maybe today you know that you have 5 calls and you want to be at top performance and there's no excuses. And the final example is my personal brand team, right? So I have my editor who's editing this right now, big up to you, as well as my copywriter and a bunch of other team members who depend on me, right? So for example, my video editor is always on my ass asking for YouTube videos, right? And so building that accountability component makes me want to create more YouTube videos. And even when I'm not feeling it, I still need to create them, right? Because I've got this person depending on me and keeping me accountable to creating these videos. And that's when we're able to churn out 5 YouTube videos a week, right? Sometimes even 6. Because we have that accountability component and everyone's working towards a common mission. So guys, that is that for this video. Those are some of the ways that I found to be incredibly important to still be productive when you're not really feeling it, when you're just feeling unmotivated and just tired in general. And I really hope you guys enjoyed those, and you can go ahead and take them and implement them into your life to get incredible results. If you did, go ahead and drop a big thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Also, leave them below in comments any questions you may have on this video, and I'll be sure to check those out. And the final thing is, if you haven't joined the free private mentorship community on Facebook, the Client Closers, it's an incredible community full of like-minded people looking to scale their agency and level up in life. And we're talking e-commerce, we're talking sales, we're talking building your A-team, we're talking how to scale your agency, and a ton of other really, really cool stuff. So if you want to check that out, go ahead and check out the link in the description. Keep crushing it. And if you're in a bit of a funk, the last thing that I will say is understand that you will come out of it, okay? Inevitably, there's gonna be periods of the year where you're feeling much more motivated and when you're not really feeling it, okay? And for example, just to give you guys a bit of an idea, right now I'm not feeling as motivated as I was feeling in March and April, okay? But it's just understanding that there's cycles in a year, right? And putting the right systems in place, that the ones I told you in this video, to make sure that you can ride through those tough periods, or those funk periods, to come out even stronger, so that when you're motivated and your energy is at an all-time high, then it's just blissful, okay? So you will come out of it, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.